Hey guys, so today I want to get into how you can give a more natural or more deeper part to your lace wig, or even to a wig that has no part at all. I'll be using this wig for an example, and I'll be using a shorter wig for another example. The wig I'm going to be starting with is this one, and I'll put in the description box the name of these wigs because right now I can't even remember. And the reason why I chose this is because sometimes the lighter wigs can be very tricky to do. And I'm also going to do a darker wig that does not have lace. This one is a lace front, and the lace is probably like about this much. So let's get right into it. Okay, so what you are going to need for this is your angled brush. It is by e.l.f. and I think it costs $1 or $3. Any black pen. I prefer you to use a marker because it's cheaper. But for right now, I am using this NYC High Definition Liquid Eyeliner. You can use any concealer, but I'm just going to use the one that I have here by Fashion Fair. The Perfect Finish Souffle Makeup. This is what I use on my face, and this is what I'm going to use on my part. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by sectioning your hair wherever you want your part to go. And as you can see, this hair is a lighter color. So you are going to have to go in with your black Sharpie. Here's the lace here, and you can pull it all the way down. I'm used to wearing mine off, and my edges are thinning a little bit, but that's okay because this technique kind of helps to take away from that. So here is the amount of lace that we have to work with. But we are going to extend the part all the way here, even where the hair is. So we are going to just pull the hairs back like this. And as you can see, it's a lot of the stitching and where the color really shows. All of that is what you are going to be coloring in with the black marker. So you're going to take your black marker, and you're not going to do this to the lace. You're just going to do this to the actual hairs within the stitching. And you're just going to color it in right at the root, just like I'm doing here. You're just going to begin coloring it in, filling in all of those little spots that's really brown, and all of that stitching, all of that stuff that just shows through. And you can do this even if you don't plan on making the part deeper. It's just that a lot of times these wigs come so thin where you can see the stitching and you can see missing spots, and sometimes the quality of these wigs are not very good. But when you go in with even a brown marker, it helps to take away all of the imperfections in the wig itself. So you just go in and color it all in, even this side. Color it all in. Now when you get to the part with the lace, you can still color the hair in. Just don't color the lace. Like right about here where the hair starts coming out of the lace, that's where you want to color. Don't color on the lace itself. And then this is the part where you're going to go in with your concealer and your angled brush. So I'm going to take my concealer. I'm going to start with the lace. And I'm just going to fill it in right here. Right where the lace is. And actually you're just going to use a pushing in motion. You're going to push it in and wiggle it side to side, to make sure that the product is going inside of the lace, so it won't have any holes or anything. And then you just keep dipping in your concealer, and you keep doing that all the way up. And don't worry if it gets on the hairs. We'll clean that up after we're done. So you just keep taking it all the way up. as high as you want your part to go. Now when I have these wigs, I like to at least have my part this far. That's why I colored it in black, just because it looks a little bit more natural. I'm still going to go a little bit higher. And then I start working on my actual hair. This part where, between where the wig and my hair meets, all of this space is my actual scalp and hair. I'm just going to take my hand and remove the hairs out of the way. These little baby fine hairs. And I'm going to take it and start going down on my actual scalp now. Still making sure that I'm blending it in with the lace wig. Just like that. And then once I get it how I want, which it can be a little bit darker, darken it up, make it a little heavier. I mean, not darker, but heavier. So that and then I'm going to take this same marker and I'm actually going to go in with my real hair and just fill it in, lightly fill it in. All of those thin areas, fill it in until it starts to blend in with the rest of the hair. Taking care not to put it on the part, but just filling it in where it's a little thin. You can even use like old mascara too, it'll do the job. And now I'm going to start with this side. Just filling it in. So if you have thinning hair, then this is a good trick to help it to blend in with the rest of your hair just until you can grow your edges back. Okay, now that we got the hairs filled in, we're going to go in and clean up whatever kind of mess we made with any of the concealer being on the actual hair itself. So we're just going to take our marker or our pen and we're going to go in. And actually this is good too if you're putting the concealer and you feel like you made the part too fat. This is a good thing to do because you can go in and make the part as thin as you want. We're just cleaning up all of that concealer that we got on the hairs. Double check for any mistakes, anything that's out of place, any clumpy areas, just going in and blending it out and kind of fixing it up. Okay, so I'm just going to go in now and fix it a little bit where my hair is because I think I got the part a little too wide here. We want it all to blend together. That way it looks more natural. And this will be how it looks when you're done. You have created a part where there was no part. So that is what you will do when you're working with a lace wig and when you're also working with a wig that's light in color. Because of the stitching in most of these wigs, it's very hard to do this. That's why you take the marker and fill it in black. Now I'm going to show you what to do when you have a wig that is not a lace wig. So stay tuned.